truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
Fellow viewers, it is me, Blade the Comic Nerd here, and today I'm reviewing Star Wars The Last Jedi. So yes, I know this video does seem a little weird to change the format, not seeing my face. I'm changing my videos. I will explain that towards the end, but let me get this review done with. It's gonna be quick, and I'm making my reviews way more easier to watch and way more quicker to handle, I guess. So, Star Wars The Last Jedi, I genuinely think was a good movie. There was tons and tons of problems I didn't have with the movie, but I genuinely thought it was a good movie that had great characters and great acting. Now, I didn't like Rey in this movie. I felt like she really didn't do anything besides just be the protagonist. She didn't change or develop as a character. I did like the subplot about her parents being nothing and her being nothing more than just a random character, which I thought was really, really interesting. But she did nothing else really in this movie. Kylo Ren, I think, was my favorite character. He was a really conflicted character, and I really enjoyed him in this movie. He was probably my favorite character, my favorite Star Wars character right now. I really do enjoy Kylo Ren, and I don't know if he might join the good or light side. I mean, the dark or light side. We don't know either one, but he's a very conflicted character, and that's what I like about him. He's very well developed. Rey she's still a very well developed character. She's the Luke Skywalker of this, but Kylo Ren, I like him. He is way more conflicted and he is way more developed. Luke Skywalker was amazing. Mark Hamill did excellent in this movie. I really did like the gruntled trainer. Now, it's a stereotype in movies, the gruntled trainer who won't train because his first apprentice became evil or some incident happened. Yeah, it was a stereotype in most movies like this, but he was really, really well in this movie. I cannot say it enough. He did amazing. And I get to spoilers at the end. Well, he dies at the end if you've seen the movie. If you haven't, then why are you watching this? Sorry. Princess Leia. Oh, Carrie Fisher did really good in this movie too. I'm really sad about her passing away. I thought they would have killed her off in this movie, but generally she did really, really good in this movie. I'm really surprised what they did with the character, but she was nonetheless really good. Finn, what's my man's doing? He's great in this movie, but the subplot with him and Rose I felt was very forced in, especially the animals. I'll get to that, but that was just so dumb. Finn, he's a good character too, and I really want him to do more. Because in The Last Jedi, he really didn't do anything. This subplot was really boring, really forced in. I think that's more or less what I disliked about the movie. It wasn't really him, but he was one of the parts I didn't like in this movie. Rose, gosh, she's a alright character. I mean, I didn't really like her in this movie. She felt really forced in to be with Finn. I really didn't like her. At some point, she felt kind of awkward. I did like her acting. Her acting was good, but she felt kind of awkward. People are comparing her to Jar Jar Binks, which I wouldn't say she's that bad, but she's really forced in at some points. Yeah, a lot of people do compare her to Jar Jar Binks, which I don't see similarities, but I do understand people are saying by they're forced in for being comedic, which I thought Finn was more the comedic character in this movie. Poe Dameron was good, really, really good. I really did enjoy Poe Dameron. He was really good. I did really like how he made mistakes. The meaning in Star Wars The Last Jedi is killing the past. And we all know, Han Solo wasn't perfect, and we thought Poe Dameron was gonna, save the rebellion in the trailers. No, he's kind of a screw up, and he messes up a lot in this movie. This movie is about making mistakes and failure. That's the whole meaning of The Last Jedi. And showing that the main character, or one of the main characters, can screw up, it's really good. And I did like BB-8 too. I mean, his acting was good. And he did kill a lot of people, which I don't really see people are bringing up. That BB-8 murdered tons and tons of soldiers. Everyone's just like, oh, he's cute. That little ball is a menace. Probably a serial killer. I really did like DJ and his philosophy about, telling that there's no good and bad in each side, that each sides are bad, or, that one side, that each side is getting played off from another side. I really did like DJ's philosophy, and when he brought up to Finn, I really would have liked it. I really would have thought that Finn would have joined DJ, or maybe he would have tried to quit again or lead the rebellion, which I thought would have been kind of interesting to see Finn maybe try to leave the whole entire rebellion. But now he wants to join and fight with Rose, which I didn't really like Rose. I just mentioned that. And a lot of problems with this movie is that it didn't answer a lot of questions from The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi had tons and tons of questions. It answered, The Force Awakens had a lot of questions that wanted to be answered in The Last Jedi. And this movie gave some of them, not all of them, and brought up more questions than answers too. Such as Princess Leia using the Force, and we're going to do a Carrie Fisher, which I thought she would have died in this movie. Like that scene where she's floating in space. Okay, that was sad, but then she starts flying. It was dumb. I'm sorry. And then we bring up that she was trained by Luke Skywalker, which they've mentioned it before that she does know how to use the Force, but this was so dumb. It was so dumb, and some CGI, it looked so off, in my opinion. But I still think they could have done it way better. Please give her, I thought it would have been like, that's the end of her character right there, which still would have been pretty messed up. And the thing of Snoke, I'll make a whole entire video getting about Snoke's death, but seriously, this movie really does take your subversions and flips them upside down. That's the main thing of this movie. This movie takes your subversions and flips them 100%, 100 degrees. That's the thing about this movie. The Last Jedi does not want to be a normal Star Wars movie. It's taking your subversions, everything you think, and flips them over completely. That's what I like about this movie. And killing off Snoke, which was kind of funny, but once you really realize it, I felt sad about it. And I'm really going to make a whole video about Snoke's death and what does this mean, which I think in the next movie he's probably going to come back and be like a Force ghost, or maybe get a new body. There's so many theories about Snoke that I can't even get into, so you got to look that up yourself. And the palace scene, oh gosh, I think that was the worst scene in this movie, where basically this feels like a Harry Potter movie now. They go to a casino, see a bunch of weird CGI monsters. Yeah, it was nice, but no one really wanted to see this. I mean, it's nice to see all the CGI aliens and see, the more vast world Star Wars, which I really do want to see, but and then saving all the animals, which you didn't save the kids. You just saved a whole bunch of wild animals who probably caused more destruction, more death, than more of them been slaughtered. Yeah, that sounds kind of messed up, but those animals killed and destroyed tons of buildings and cities. That's kind of messed up, guys. And I just feel like that was like a Force PSA about saving the animals, and I just thought that was really hardly forced in. Same thing with Rose and Finn, that was just really forced in with them too. But The Last Jedi was a good movie. It's just that some parts I just didn't know what did it want to do, such as showing Yoda coming out of nowhere, which I thought was kind of weird, but it was nice to see Yoda back. I generally didn't enjoy seeing Yoda back, but it was just shocking. That's just my feeling with this movie. Such as Phasma. Phasma did nothing in this movie. She just fell in the hole and died. Okay, everybody, Phasma did nothing. She really didn't. C-3PO, C-3PO, R2-D2 really wasn't really in this movie that much. They had scenes, but they really weren't really focused or settled in this movie, which I did like. And gosh, she's a horrible leader. I thought she became evil at the end, or maybe would have betrayed them, which I really was waiting for her to show up and do, but I guess she didn't. And her entire plan was just kind of crappy. And the ending scene where Luke passes away, it just shows back when he originally started on the desert, the two suns, just like the original Star Wars. How he started and ended with the two suns and the sunset, and that was just that was great. Jedi is a great Star Wars movie. The thing with The Last Jedi is that it subverts the tropes of normal Star Wars movies. Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker are really great characters, and I want to see more from Kylo Ren. Luke Skywalker passed, we all know. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I can't say it's the best Star Wars. There were so many problems I had, and I already explained them. The Last Jedi was a good movie. But there was so much that could have been without the movie. The small, subplot with dealing with Rose and Finn. DJ, he was alright in this movie, but some characters I really didn't think had to be in this movie. It was still a great movie, and I really did like how it subverted tropes in Star Wars. Killing off Snoke was subverting a trope, which I did kind of like. It made sense. They're not trying to stick with the normal Star Wars. They're trying to change and adapt. I do still dislike that subversion, but it's still a great and interesting. I do want to see what's going to happen next, how Kylo Ren is going to control the First Order. I want to see what's going to happen next, because this is the craziest Star Wars movie. A lot of stuff happens in this movie, and that's what people don't like about it, that it really is a crazy movie. Everybody in this movie is about failure. Kylo Ren fails Snoke. Luke basically fails everybody. Well, technically he doesn't towards the end, but you get what I'm saying. Everybody fails and everybody loses something. Even that weird little ginger dude, which I didn't really talk about him that much, but he was funny. It still was a good movie. Some jokes I did feel like were really weird, like the beginning when Poe made a joke about the General's mom. I never really know they had mom jokes in Star Wars. I'm pretty sure they did, but it still was a good and enjoyable enough movie. I wouldn't say it's the best movie of the year. I wouldn't say it's not even on my top 10 list, but it's still a good Star Wars movie. If you have kids, they would love it. They probably would love it. I thought it's fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Why my review's not getting shorter? More or less because I'm using a new editing system, and I do want to shorten down my videos to being real quick and out there. So I'm sorry if you guys didn't like this review. If you guys want to make a second one, or maybe a different one, because this review probably seems kind of really bad in your opinion if it's shorter. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
We have a spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think.